Okay. In continuation with the Stokes condensation, today we will see the Navier condensation reaction. We'll see now how to generate the carbon-carbon double bond again in case of Navier condensation. So here I have represented Navier condensation with general reaction. You can see over here. So we have to react aldehyde or ketone with activated methylene group, activated methylene compound, any type of any compound. So here we have taken malonic ester. So activated methylene group is the two hydrogens we got here, which are highly acidic due to presence of two carbonyl group, and we have to do the condensation in catalyzed by the strong base like piperidine. Okay, so we do get here, we can generate carbon carbon double bond at the site of the active methylene group. Okay, so we got the substituted olefin. um, so reaction in between, we have to carry out reaction in between aldehyde or ketone in presence of piperidine. Here is the structure of piperidine. Okay, so what is the definition? So now in condensation is an organic reaction used to convert an aldehyde or ketone and an activated methylene to a substituted olefin using an amine base as a catalyst. Okay, so this is the general reaction regarding the olefin. The same thing we have seen in case of Stokes condensation. We have generated carbon carbon double bond, okay, in Stokes condensation also. Okay, next one. So at which side, what are the substrate scope? I have summarized over here. So 1894, Novenger reported the diethylamine catalyzed condensation of diethyl malonate with formaldehyde. So here they have given what he has reported in 1894. This was the reaction he carried out at 1894. Again, in next 2 years, he has done one more reaction in 1896. He has done benzaldehyde. He reacted with the ethyl acetate at 0 degree centigrade in presence of piperidine to afford these alpha beta unsaturated dicarbonyl or related compounds. And this is nothing but the Navier condensation. So here, what is the product? Alpha beta unsaturated dicarbonyl or related compounds. That is nothing but our Navier condensation reaction. So here, substrate scope I have given what type of different starting materials is a variety of starting material we can incorporate, and we can carry out uh, to synthesize this olefin. Okay, then what types of basic catalyst we can, here is a plenty of big list versatile reagents we can use to conduct this Navier condensation. So in that secondary, tertiary amines we can use piperidinium acetate, acetic acid, this type of solvent we can use. Potassium fluoride, cesium fluoride, rubidium fluoride, TiCl4 trialkylamine combination we can use. Pyridine piperidine combination we can use for Doebner modification. Dry alumina we can use. Okay, so so many different base we can incorporate for this reaction. Okay, not only organic base we can use inorganic bases. Okay, different types of salts we can incorporate for the reaction. Next one. Now we will go for the mechanism of the reaction. So in mechanism, here we have included step first, step second, and step third. Step first, what is the step first? The reaction begins by deprotonation of the activated methylene by the base to give a resonance stabilizer enolate. Okay. So first step is the deprotonation of the activated methylene group. That means malonate, like that diethyl malonate we will do. So first step is the reaction in between the active methylene compound plus base. So to generate the enolate, and we should be careful about that enolate should be stable. Okay. In next step we will react this enolate, and maybe we have to generate the iminium ion intermediate. Okay, that will be the next step, second step. And third step, the intermediate compound formed and get deprotonated by the base to give another enolate, while the amine of the intermediate gets protonated. So we'll see one by one how these three steps they do work with actual thing. So first step, as we know everywhere, everyone. So acid base reaction here is this activated methylene compound acts as a acid because it has acidic hydrogen atoms, and piperidine, which is catalyst, it acts as a base because nitrogen has a lone pair. Okay, so this lone pair abstracts a proton and that one is generating the carbanion. Okay, so in this way, we do get carbanion over here. So here is the structure of carbanion I have given, and this carbanion is resonance stabilized, and it can transform into two different types of enolate. So this lone pair can shift on the left hand side as well as right hand side, is giving two different resonance structures. And due to these two different resonance structures, these enolates whatever form, that one is highly stable. And as this one is highly stable, due to the stability of resonance structures, this active methylene compound is having higher pK up to 11. Okay, so this is this all these are interrelated with each other. Why this compound is highly reactive? Because its resonance, whatever carbanion generated from this active methylene compound, that one is highly resonance stabilized, and due to resonance stability, this carbanion is getting stable. And due to these three structures, it's making this starting material highly important for the as a starting material in different types of reactions. Okay, so the first step is the formation of enolate by reaction in between the active methylene compound and the base piperidine. Next one, now we will see step second and step third. Okay, so the step second. Okay, so where is that? Okay, iminium ion formation. Okay, so iminium ion formation we will see now. So reaction, now we have to react now. Where is now we only aldehyde is remaining to react. Okay, so now we will take now aldehyde here. Okay, so aldehyde we have taken, active methylene component already we reacted. Now we will take aldehyde, and we will generate. Here is our enolate, whatever we have generated in first step. Okay, here is our enolate, and this enolate we have to react with again iminium ion. Okay, so here we have to generate iminium ion by reaction of the piperidine and aldehyde. Okay, so we have to do now the reaction in between piperidine base, catalyst base, and ketone to generate this iminium ion. And once we got iminium ion, C double bond N, so this iminium ion acts as an electrophile, and enolate or carbanion containing moiety acts as a nucleophile, and this is we will do 1,2 addition across carbon nitrogen double bond. Okay, so this is the thing. Now we will see now how we get the iminium ion. So here is pyridine lone pair attacks on the carbonyl carbon. Okay, electropositive carbon atom to get such type of adduct. Again, by abstraction, as you remember, on previous slide. Okay, on previous slide we have generated this type of catalyst. This is acidic catalyst. Okay, nitrogen abstracts proton from the active methylene site, and piperidine turn to this acidic component now. Okay, so piperidine is basic, and protonated piperidine is acidic now, highly acidic. Okay, so you have acidic component also in your flask. Okay, so this is the thing. And now you have added aldehyde. Aldehyde is going to react with this piperidine to generate this type of moiety. Okay, again, next molecule of piperidine abstract proton from that attached to piperidine. See, so many plenty of molecules of aldehydes will present in your flask. Plenty of molecules of piperidine is present are present in your flask. So one by one, each of that piperidine molecule will react with aldehyde or active methylene compound, and they do generate different these types of acidic protonated piperidine moiety. Okay, so different types of things are present in your flask, and they do react one by one to generate this iminium ion. Okay, so like that, first that piperidine is getting attacked at the carbonyl carbon addition takes place. Again we have neutralized this nitrogen atom. The next molecule of piperidine abstract proton and generate this type of neutral molecule. There is no charge on nitrogen atom. Again now we need H plus to protonate this oxygen atom, so that one is abstracting proton from the protonated piperidine. And once we abstract the proton from protonated piperidine, again this piperidine is generated, protonated piperidine is transformed into the normal piperidine. So this is catalytic cycle one by one. piperidine transformed to the protonated piperidine, again protonated piperidine transformed to the pyridine. Okay, sorry, piperidine. So this cycle is always going on and on. Okay, so like that. So again, once we got the protonation of the alkoxygenate ion O minus, again still again we need to remove this OH group in form of water molecule. So again that one is abstracting proton from the pyperidinium ion and transform to this type of component where we can eliminate this water molecule. Okay, and we can generate this iminium ion. Okay, so pay attention how we have generated the iminium ion by treatment of aldehyde, pyridine and piperidine. Okay, so we needed here three molecules, 1 mole of aldehyde,